Hi everyone, Lewis here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a preview and overview of a game called Survarium. So, many people probably don't know about this game, and this gameplay in the background, which is actually just a fly-through of a lot of the environments, just came out on YouTube today, and I looked at the comments, and pretty much 99% of them were actually Russian, and I'm sure there is a lot of Westerners which do know about this game, but I just feel it needs a lot more attention than it really does have right now. So a bit of background on the game and why you should actually be interested, but Survarium is a game I've talked about in a few of my videos before, but I've never really shown you guys a video or talked about too much on the gameplay. But it's actually going to be a free-to-play MMO, and it's being developed currently by Vostok Games. And you might be wondering, who the hell is Vostok Games? Well, they're a game development company set up in 2012 in Ukraine, and it's not like all of them are completely new to making video games or something like that. They're actually employees from an older company, which is called GSC Games World, which was closed down in 2012. And if you don't know what company that is, it's actually the guys who made all the STALKER games, Call of Pripyat, Clear Sky, and Shadow of Chernobyl. If you don't know what STALKER is, then I honestly don't know what to say. But basically, it's a game which people regarded very highly. It was a very good game, and they're now crafting this wonderful game called Survarium, which is going to be, like I said, a free-to-play MMO. So it's going to be the STALKER world kind of thing, with artifacts, anomalies, all that kind of stuff, but kind of mixed up with DayZ, survival, PvP, that kind of stuff. And it might sound a bit weird since the game just started development in 2012, but the reason it looks so good in its current stage is because this game was actually based off Stalker 2. It was a game which was in development for a decent amount of years with GSC Game Worlds, but obviously where GSC Game Worlds went down, they were then able to use the assets from that, and Vostok Games, the new studio, decided to make Survarium. I'm guessing because of the success of DayZ, Stalker Online, and to be honest, it's a genre which really no one ever has cracked down really well with an MMO. So hopefully that explains where the game companies came from and what their goals really are with the game. But you're probably wondering, what is the game all about? If you've never played Stalker especially, you've got no idea what the hell is even happening. There's some water on the screen right now. What does it all mean? Well, if you've never played Stalker before, since this is in the same kind of universe, essentially in that the story was that there was a second nuclear disaster, which was at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Of course, was one 30 or so years ago in actual real history. But the fictional part of it was the second one, and essentially messed up the world. There's these stalkers which are going out to try to find artifacts, which are valuable items, which can give you some weird shit, advantages and disadvantages. There are mutants around the world, which are mutated dogs and other animals, loads of weird stuff. Bloodsuckers, which are invisible. You might have seen those in DayZ Namosk, for example, before. And essentially the world's pretty weird, but at the same time, it looks pretty awesome because it's abandoned. Of course, because the world is so messed up, you're going to see a lot of areas with radiation. So, say for example, on the main game mode, which I'm sure everyone will play for this game, which is going to be the free roam MMO kind of thing, you're going to have to go to certain areas that you can see on the screen right now. In fact, that place is probably going to be filled with shitty radiation, or something terrible at least. So, you're really going to have to invest in the right armor and the right drugs and all that kind of stuff to go to certain areas for certain loot. So essentially the story is, you're a survivor in this barren wasteland. There's a lot of other survivors with the same goal as you, to find these artifacts which are worth money. There's mutants in the wasteland which want to murder you. There is a lot of weird stuff going on, so there's anomalies which can kill you, some gas, radiation which can also kill you, which you have to adapt to in certain areas. And with said money you can buy medical supplies, armor, weapons, whatever else, and customize all of that. It's you versus world, good luck. And all this is being done by developers who've actually got a past in making good video games. Not to say DayZ Standalone's going to be bad or anything, or 7 Days to Die isn't good. They're both very good video games, and I'm sure they're going to be good once they come out as well. But they're both being developed by developers who don't have a real past in good video games kind of thing. So you're probably appropriately hyped up now. It's a free-to-play MMO. What can go wrong? You might be wondering, when is it coming out? Well, they're actually doing a closed alpha testing right now. It is very hard to get into, and the only game mode they've got available is Team Deathmatch, because that's just, one of the simplest things to set up really in a video game. Obviously, in the future, they are going to have the whole free roam thing where you can go around, kill other people, all that kind of stuff. But right now, it's just you versus some other players. You shoot each other, earn currency, and you've got some things to fight against, like the radiation, that kind of stuff, still in these battle zones. But it's nothing amazing right now, but they are planning on releasing the game actually late 2013, which is this year, in case you forgot. So, expect the game pretty soon, and if you look on the website, we've got a shit ton of screenshots, which I'm showing you guys right now. They do regular developer diaries, and to be honest, it's a really good community to be a part of. I mean, they just update the community appropriately when they can and very often, which is pretty good for a games company to not only build a hype, but also to show that your product is actually a high quality. In the full game, there's going to be 3 game modes. Of course, I talked about one already, which is essentially just Team Deathmatch. It's not simply Team Deathmatch, it does have a few things unique to it. I don't know everything, to be honest. I haven't looked into it, I haven't played the game before. I'm only going off what I'm saying online. But yeah, it's a bit more complex than Team Deathmatch, but at the core concept, it is still just about killing people, and another few gameplay mechanics thrown in as well. And our 2 game modes, which are going to be in the full release, but like I said, right now, it's only Team Play, I guess it's called on the website. But it's going to be free play, which I'm guessing is going to be a free room kind of thing, getting money from doing various different things, finding artifacts, PvP, that kind of stuff. And the final game mode is called co-op, and I guess that's going to be similar to free play, but on a closed kind of session. So it's going to be like Stalker, but going out co-op and doing stuff together. I mean, it's not confirmed, because if you go on the website, it is like a little locked FAQ thing, so I haven't announced it officially what it is, but that just seems like a thing which would be pretty cool. So free play is MMO kind of thing, and co-op is walking around like Stalker, but with a friend. At least that is my speculation on it all. And on top of those game modes, of course, there is the anomalies and artifacts, like I mentioned before, which are going to be a big part of the game, I'm sure. The character development with skill trees, factions and clans, and finally rankings in the game as well. But I don't think there's really much more to say about the game. Of course, I will have a link to our website in the description below, as well as the trailer, which I've shown you guys in the video if you do want to watch a full thing with the truly dramatic music to get appropriately hyped up. But feel free to tell me what you guys think of the game. I do know a few people who are already in the closed alpha for the Team Deathmatch or the Team Play even thingamabob, and it sounds pretty cool, to be honest, that alone, as well as MMO stuff confirmed for the full release. But yeah, like I said, tell me what you guys think. If you'd be interested in more coverage, just tell me, and I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can get an alpha, who the hell knows. But thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.